Hello and good morning, friends and fans. It is the one and only Narcissus back again with another episode of Key Entertainment. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day and you're all staying safe out there. In today's video, we're going to talk about cosplay. We're going to cover 3 sections. Number 1, a couple questions I get asked quite often. Number 2, I'm going to share some photos that I really enjoy taking, or from events and photo shoots, stuff like that. And then number 3, we're going to talk about what's next to come as far as cons and costumes and all that stuff. So stay with me right there. And if you stay tuned to the end, I have something special just for you. Intro. Now, for those of you who don't know what cosplay is, it is a combination of the words costume and play. Now, by definition, it's a performance art in which participants called cosplayers wear costumes and fashion accessories to represent a specific character. Role-playing could be included in this too. Now, technically, I guess I can count as question number 1, because question number 1 is, what is cosplaying? Because I say to people, I make costumes and I go to conventions and cosplay, and they're like, well, what is that? What is cosplaying? So, yeah, I guess that's question number 1. Question 2 is what made me get into cosplaying. And I can't say it's a simple answer, but it's not a complicated one either. I've always been into comics and movies and just, like the nerdy stuff, And I got into that around middle school. Now, I never knew what Comic-Con was until high school. My friend invited me to go one time. He was like, you'll love it. You like comic books and movies and pop culture stuff. You'll love it if you go. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we go. And I go there and I see all these people with like movie level costumes. And it was just like the coolest thing. And I was like, the fact that these people spent the time to make all this stuff and show off their work, like they're artists and they have passions that I have similar interest in as well, And I was like, this is the coolest thing. But I never had the guts to actually try to sit down and make a costume, because I always thought to myself it was just too hard and I wouldn't be able to do it. Fast forward a few years, I went to Comic-Con with my boys and I wanted a costume. So what I did for my first ever costume is I went to Party City. I scoured all the aisles and found pieces of just cape here, a sword or whatever, and I threw something together and I made this. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad costume. I know you're probably saying, oh dude, it's really good. And sure, it's not bad, but it's not the same as actually making your own costume. Like actually getting the materials, cutting, painting and stuff. That's a whole different feeling of accomplishment when you can do that. So fast forward from there a few months, there was a local convention that I went to, again, sent my friends again, and there I met my friend Gianna, aka Stormbreaker Cosplay. Super dope, check her out, she's got some fire stuff. Her Thor is phenomenal, and that's what really killed it for me when I seen her in Thor, and she had made a Stormbreaker, like made it herself, all this stuff, and I was just like so intrigued by it. And I was talking to her because she's super cool, and she was telling me how fun it was to make it, how pretty easy it was, and I just kind of got inspired. I was like, wow, I was like everybody I talk to says it's pretty fun and easy, and I'm like, you know what, let me actually try it. So a little while after that, she tells me about another convention in the city that was going on, and that I should go to it and check it out. And I was like, oh sweet, I will. And I was like, you know what, I want a new costume. I'm gonna make a new costume. So I went about and got my sketch pad out, started drawing, and I made this right there. And from this costume, well, from that point on, I was like, I'm gonna make it. So I ordered some supplies, and then I only had like 2 weeks before this convention, mind you. So I got my stuff like a week later, so I only had a week to get it done. I sat down and watched YouTube videos after YouTube video after YouTube video, read stuff online, materials, and I got to work, and then the whole week I was making this costume. And the day of the convention was the first time I actually like wore it out and tried it on. So it was a test run and try out like all in one day. We get there, and I'm so nervous putting this on. My friend made a costume too, it was really dope. His name was Devon, at that guy Devon. He did a cool Static Shock. Both of us, first time our costumes that day. So I put on my stuff, we're walking through the street, and people are staring, obviously because, it's in the city, why are you wearing costumes? But whatever. We get to the place, and people are like in love with it and they're praising it, like, wow, this is so cool, you made that and this and that. And it was like that experience that made me fall into cosplaying more, because the fact that people enjoyed my art that I drew in and brought to life, and also could share the same passion for this stuff as me, there's just no other feeling like that. And that's what really got me into cosplay. Now I could go on and on and on about cosplays and stuff, but I want to show you some awesome photos. Check these out. Now, most of those are on my Instagram, and I wish I could show you some new stuff, but with there being no cons or photo shoots, this is all I got for now. Unless I start making my own. Leave a comment down below about whether or not I should do that, and I'll get back to you. Now, as I mentioned about 30 seconds ago, there aren't any conventions or photo shoots going on, so to say what's next is hard because I have no idea. You know, I wish I could tell you that, oh, I'm going to see some friends I haven't seen since Comic-Con last year at another convention coming up, but I can't do that. But what I can say is that the next projects I'm working on, I think that you'll like them a lot. I'm doing, this is not really a spoiler, but my Superman costume, I'm gonna redo that one and kind of, I wouldn't say upgrade it, but like I'm gonna do a new twist on it. I think you guys will like it. So I'm not gonna say any more, but that's what I got going on. You know, and I hope that with each costume I make, I keep wowing you guys. So that's like my goal, to always just outdo myself every single time. So I hope you guys like that. Stay tuned for those. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned a little bit more about me and my cosplay journey. I hope you'll keep watching and like and comment and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And once more, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You're staying safe out there, and it's been a pleasure. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. You're still here? What are you doing? That's right. You're waiting for a little special treat I was telling you about, right? All right. Well, here it is. It's my next cosplay to be. Enjoy.